Look at your goofy ass. Look at your goofy ass. So a high school crush of mine, as I told y'all, I used to live in California and I went to high school in Georgia. So when I was editing one of my episodes on my computer, sometimes I have random shows playing in the background and I turned to Netflix and I put on Love is Blind. As I'm editing, I'm going back and forth from the computer and the TV. And I look and I'm like, this girl looks familiar. I'm like, no way, that can't be her. And it was my high school crush. I used to go to high school in Georgia before I moved to New York. And I had a high school crush there. And she was on Love is Blind. She's on Love is Blind. And you guessed it, she didn't get picked. She did not get picked. She's one of these boss girl types, corporate chicks, career above everything. She needs to meet a man. She needs to meet a man on her level. And still, she's in her 30s, ain't got nobody. Still got these high ass standards. And I get it. If you want standards for yourself, okay, so be it. But as you get older, you don't have that same leverage as you did when you were in your early 20s. So she didn't get picked on Love is Blind. And then I went to make sure it was her. And I was on TikTok just like looking for content to react to. And her video popped up. And I'm like, what the hell? And yeah. So she sells shit on TikTok. I guess she's trying to be a social media. I don't know. I don't know if she still works her corporate job, but it looks like she's trying to do this online. I guess she's trying to be like an influencer. I don't know. But she moved back to Atlanta. She's in Atlanta and she didn't get picked on Love is Blind. In her 30s, didn't get picked. And I saw her on a podcast and they were talking to her and she talks about just her bad dating experiences. She was in mad situationships, failed relationships. What I tell you, when women are not in a relationship, they're in situationships, racking up the body count. So throughout her entire 20s, while she's trying to climb the corporate ladder, she's racking up her body count. And for you to be that desperate, in my opinion, to go on a show called Love is Blind, because love is not blind. This is what desperate losers do, in my opinion. I get it. It may have worked for some couples, but most of the couples on Love is Blind, they're not together. Got all these people who ain't got their shit together, got all this fucking baggage thinking that they are a 10 and they deserve love when you're not wife material. You're not girlfriend material and you think you deserve love. And no, that's not going to be most of women's reality today. Just because you think you work a good job that you deserve love and a good husband. Majority of these women are not going to get that, especially these career type women, these corporate boss chicks. Yeah, they end up being alone and it's okay. If you feel like you do not want to settle for a guy, if you can't find a guy who makes the same amount of income as you or more, and I get it, then you may need to prepare to be alone, and it's okay. Because as 30, like for women over 30, you're paying full price for a used car. You're paying full price for a depreciating asset. Taking this woman with all her fucking baggage. I don't care if she works a good job, she makes all this money. How much student loans do you owe? How much credit card debt are you in? And it's funny because she posted a video on her TikTok about it's crazy how people can make so much money and we still live paycheck to paycheck. So you make good money and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're living above your means. So you're not good with your money. That does not mean anything. If you make so much money, you're a corporate bitch. That does not mean nothing if you don't know how to manage your money. And that's the reason why a lot of these women 30 plus are fucking desperate to find somebody. They let all these niggas beat up that pussy, no commitments, gave their best years to the wrong men. And now at 30 plus, while they're on their decline, they reached the ceiling at their job. There ain't no more promotions. Busted their ass off for nothing. And then the ones who got laid off too. Now you're desperate to settle down and you want a man to pay all your bills. What was the fucking point of you getting your degree and working for so long? You fought for feminism. You told us for so long that we ain't shit. You can't meet a man that's on your level. And you're so desperate for love. This is insane. But Kevin Samuels called it. Coach Greg Adams called it. All these people have called it. These women 30 plus are going to be desperate to find someone. And they're not going to find a guy on their level. Majority of these women are going to settle. That's why I tell you, don't ever take a chance on a post wall. Do not waste your time with a woman over 30 because she thinks she's settling for you. When you are a prize, when you are a fucking catch. Take your campaign to younger women. Take your campaign to younger women. Vet these women properly. And if you do want to give it a woman over 30, you better test her ass to the max. Test her ass. Don't tell her what you do for a living. See if she likes you for you. Pick her. If you're going to pick her up, pick her up in a fucking garbage truck. See her reaction. You test her to see if she likes you. Don't be welcoming these women with warm arms at an old ass age. They look past all these good dudes and they're desperate. Over the age of 30, fucking desperate for love, thinking that you're not a prize over 30. Your girlfriends can lie to you and tell you that, but majority of these women, the dating market is fucked up because of these women's unrealistic standards. Social media, dating apps got these women feeling like they got all these great options. You'll go on a date. These women will go on a date with a good man. He ain't got no credit card debt. He's not in debt. He's physically fit. He ain't got no kids. He's a decent looking dude. And still, she thinks that she can find something better, which is fucking stupid. That's the problem with millennials. So many millennials are on antidepressants. So many millennial women are complaining on TikTok talking about the older generation failed us, the American dream. No, you failed yourself. You thought you were better than men. You didn't use your prime years as a woman to look for a fucking husband because you put your career above everything. It's not your job to save these old ass women. If you want to pump and dump, okay, cool, have fun, but no long-term commitments. You're taking a woman on her fucking decline. Why would you do that? You like paying full price for a used car? You're literally about to wife up a woman on her fucking decline. And these women, don't get me started. Okay, so you're getting with a post-war woman who's on her fucking decline, ain't never worked out, so her health is going to deteriorate. She in debt, ran through a coochie. You may have a high sex drive. She's not going to match that. She already did all that fun fucking throughout her entire 20s. When you get with a post-war woman, you marry her goofy ass, y'all gonna have a dead bedroom. She's just gonna use you for your sperms. They have a kid. She'll do the bait and switch with your goofy ass, and then she's gonna be plotting to divorce you, to take half your shit. Women over 30, they're not looking for love. They're looking for help. It's expensive now. The economy's fucked up. Inflation, the cost of living is at an all-time high. They want to buy a house, but they rather buy it with a dude. Let me find some dumbass simp to go have. And then when I divorce his ass, I can kick his ass out of the house. I'm telling you, don't waste your time with these 30-plus-year-old women. And it's sad, like, my high school crush, she's still an attractive woman. But the fact that you're still single and you had to get on a show called Love is Blind, and the way they edited her scenes made her look crazy as fuck. That's why she has to go on these podcasts and do these interviews to tell her side of the story. But they made her look crazy as fuck. Like she was the issue. And if you see her scenes, it's the recent Love is Blind. And when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, I would have said no too. The fact that you got to get on Love is Blind is some desperate shit. And it's all these 30-plus-year-old. It's like you can't find nobody on the dating apps. You exhausted all your options. You went to all these singles events, mixers, still didn't find nobody. Nobody in real life approaches you. All you attract is fuck boys who just use your coochie as a what? Dumpster. And you have to get on a dating app. Not a dating app, but you have to get on a dating show looking for love, knowing love is not blind. That's majority of these women, man. These are your exes, man. If you're 33, like I'm early 30s, man, 33, man. If you're in your early 30s like me, a lot of your exes, if they didn't fuck up and get pregnant by the wrong dude, they're not married, they're panicking now. They're panicking. It is not your job to save them. Would you want to take your ex back? You're in your 30s. You on your shit now. You got your shit together. You're making more money now than you were in that past relationship. Would you take her back? She's over 30 now. she probably didn't age that well. Throughout your break, y'all been away from each other about 5, 6, 8 years. All that dick that's been in her, all that dick residue. Due to her high body count, after years have gone by, after her high ass body count, her going through her whole phase, getting her fuck on after the breakup, she's not going to be the same person when she comes back into your life. She's not. I'm looking directly at your goofy ass. You. Our exes are not going to be the same person. When you have all these random niggas inside you, fucking you raw, leaving dick residue inside you, soul ties, leaving all that DNA, she gonna act just like them. It ain't the same woman you were with years before. The soul ties is a thing. This is a known fact. A woman with the high ass fucking body count can't pair bond with one dude and stay faithful. Psychologists have proven this. Scientists, it's science. And then all these random dudes skeeting you. Raw. And stop believing these women. You know how many women don't like using condoms? And you know how many women are just dumb? You got a lot of our exes. We got some exes out there who are just dumbass followers. So they'll let any random nigga just say whatever. They'll fuck a random dude, ain't looked at no test results. Oh, I don't like using condoms. Bend the fuck, arch that back. And our dumbass exes are gonna do that. They gonna arch that back for that dumbass nigga who didn't show no test results. Fucking a raw. You probably got an ex out there. Let me know in the comment section. You probably got an ex out there who probably got herp. She probably got the herp dirt. She probably got herpes. She probably got an STD. She got the herp dirt. And to any women out there who broke up with a good dude, if you catch the herp dirt, please stay the fuck away from your ex. You fucked up your life. Leave him alone. STD rates are at an all-time high. You know how many men are on the DL too, fucking these women, fucking these straight women too, giving them. You'll be insane to take an ex back. But that's how I feel when it comes to women over 30. I just generalize and I don't give a fuck. Your body count is too fucking high and you're over 30. You're on your decline. If you were that amazing as a woman, why the fuck weren't you wiped up? And don't believe this shit. I was proposed to 3, 4, 5 times. Bullshit. No woman wants to be still out in these streets. It's majority of these women ain't shit. But you don't attract the type of man you think you deserve. Just because you work a good fucking job, that does not mean you deserve a high earning dude who's going to be faithful to your goofy ass. Dating is for the rich now. Dating is monetized. So the guys who have their shit together, who have got money to play with, yeah, they're having fun fucking all these young women. They're not going to be tied down to a woman over 30. The guys who are poor, who are broke as fuck, who can't even afford to even take out these young girls, early 20s, these niggas who got their own place, who got money, they're fucking all the young girls. Dating is for the rich. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. He just did an episode on that. Dating is the way the economy is right now. Dating is for the rich. A lot of young men have been saying that they still live at home with their parents. They can't save. They can't move out. So a young girl, 21, 22, she has access to meet dudes in other states due to social media, dating apps. You can set your location to all over the world. Sugar daddy sites. These young women have access to older dudes who have their shit together. So you think a young girl gonna take a chance on a young dude who live at home with his mama, his money ain't right? You think she's gonna pick him over this older dude who's got some money, who's got money to play with, who's gonna fuck the shit out of her, just dominate her in the bedroom, who's got experience in the bedroom? He ain't no 1 minute man. He don't come too quick. He giving her that Unk D. Unk is winning. Like I said in my other video, I said Unk is winning. These older dudes are winning. They got money to play with. Especially the men who never got married. They never were able to find someone to settle down with. And it's just them. They ain't got no kids. Yeah, these niggas are fucking majority of these young women. The rotation I had of all the women I was fucking last year, they had older dudes they were fucking. They had sugar daddies. It is what it is. Dating is monetized. Dating is going to be for the rich. It is what it is. The way the economy is, most guys can't even afford to date. So the niggas who got their paper right, the niggas who got it are going to be fucking majority of the women. Why stay faithful to an old ass woman when he has access to all these hot young girls who would do what the fuck he tells them to do? They got their youth, beauty. Like, come on now. You can't beat that. An old woman, the reason these older 30 plus women are bitter and angry is because they can't compete with these young ass women. Your tits are sagging. You got a gut. You don't work. You don't even have the energy. You never worked out in your 20s. You damn sure don't have the energy now in your 30s to work out and stay fit. That woman is young as fuck. She's fit. She can go multiple rounds. She got all this energy. She makes these older dudes feel young. Yo ass want to go to bed. Yo, 30 plus old 30-year-old woman want to go to bed at 7 o'clock. Because you got to get up in the morning to work your shitty ass job that you put your job above everything. It cracks me up, these career women on TikTok talking about they hate their fucking job. You make over 100K at your fucking job and you hate it? How about you shut up and do your fucking job? This is what you signed up for. You put feminism above everything. This is what you fought for, right? But your ass is, if I hear this, I'm burnt out one more time. Shut the fuck up. This is what you signed up for. You wanted to be a boss bitch. You wanted to be your career above everything. You don't want to ever rely on a man. But now you're 30 plus. Some of these motherfuckers got laid off. Oracle had their huge layoff. Meta had a layoff. Verizon's having another fucking layoff. These women are going to be fucking desperate, and y'all are celebrating Kevin Samuels' death, and what he said is true. Winter is here. And man, it is not your job to save these old ass women. Save a young bitch. Don't save no woman over 30. Her ass can work. You fall for feminism, your ass gonna work. I don't give a damn if you got laid off. Do Uber, work at McDonald's, do something, but you're not gonna be sitting on your fucking ass relying on me to help you out. No. These women are complaining about a problem they created. 30 plus women are the most desperate women ever. Pussy all ran through, let all these niggas beat up that pussy. Got all this dick residue in you, and you think you are a fucking prize. How are you a prize when you're on your fucking decline? Wake up. You ain't no damn prize. And it cracks me up. All these women on these shows like Love is Blind, all these dating shows, old as fuck, looking for love. That is embarrassing for me. That's embarrassing to me that you are old and you're going to embarrass yourself to go on reality TV looking for love. And the way that Netflix edits these shows and then makes you look crazy as fuck. You are the issue. These women 30 plus, they are the reason they are single. You bring no value to a man's life at all. Just ran through coochie, dead. I don't want to hear about what the fuck you go through at your job. I don't want to hear about that every fucking day. This is what you signed up for. You went to college, right? This is what you worked so hard for. I don't want to hear about this shit when I'm at home trying to rest. I want peace. That's why you have a lot of men who are mentally checked out. They'd rather just be fucking alone. I don't want to hear this old ass woman complaining about her fucking job. What are you complaining about? You make over 150K a year. Be blessed. I wish a woman would come into my life. Makes over 150K, gonna tell me I want to be a stay-at-home wife mom. Get the fuck out of my face. We done. Ain't no coochie that good in the world for me to be taking care of you. You busted your ass to work, to climb the corporate ladder, and now you don't want to work? Let me know in the comments, do you feel like millennial women are lazy now? Let me know in the comments, because it seems like I see so many millennial women on fucking TikTok using it as therapy, talking about, I want to provide a man, I don't want to work. Work! This ain't the time to be sitting on your ass. This ain't the 1990s when Clinton was in office and the economy was good. This ain't the 1950s when families can survive on one income. These women talk so much shit about, I'd rather stay at home with the kids. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom, you still don't do shit. House looks like a fucking mess. You gained weight. You don't fuck your husband. You argue. What the fuck you arguing about? You at home all day. when I saw a high school crush look crazy on Netflix, it made me realize, man, that's majority of 30 plus women today. You're a walking red flag. Walking red flag, man. And she got embarrassed in looking crazy as fuck. But that's dating today. 30 plus women still think they bring value to a man's life, but they don't. Why would I I'm not paying full price for a used car. And these women could talk so much shit about these old men. Yeah, these old men got money and they're fucking younger women. Some of these older dudes are fit. I ain't never seen an old fit dude who's physically fit, who looks good with an old bitch. I ain't never seen that. When I see old couples, you just see two people who are out of shape. They match each other. They're both 4s and 5s. So yeah. But a lot of these 30 plus women, they think they're settling, which is why I tell you shouldn't save them. The fact that you're going to come into my life and think you're fucking settling because you're on a time clock to have fucking kids and you already gave up your good years on guys who weren't shit. No, that's a bad fucking deal. I wouldn't do that shit. But to close this out, I want us to watch this clip of a 33 plus year old woman. I got everything, but I'm not happy. Who gives a fuck? We do not care. She's 33 and her ass knows she can't compete and she lives in LA. Crying. So I want to close this episode out and let's watch this clip.
I never thought I'd be one to just be crying on the internet, but I've been doing really good. I've been like super confident in where I am in my life and my friendships and my career. And I live alone with my 2 cats in LA. LA is very expensive. I just got a new car. I have a lot to be proud of. But man, I'm going to be 33 next month. And I'm just so tired of the dating game. Like, I'm so tired.
She's so tired and she's exhausted because all that fun fucking you were doing, wasting men's time. This is going to be the reality for most women, 30 plus. You're tired and exhausted. What do you think men feel like? Wasting all their time, money, and energy on these women who just weren't shit. Wasted their time for nothing. You can't feel sorry for these women. I know she's getting a lot of sympathy in the comment section, but you can't feel sorry for 30 plus women. You're complaining about a problem you created. You overlooked good men. Thought you can do better. But you're going to see in this video, I don't want to settle. Well, have fun with your cats. And stop getting on the internet. If this doesn't bother, well, it does bother you. But if you were so strong and I'm going to be okay, you don't need to be making videos like this on TikTok. If this wasn't bothering you. But it's bothering you because all your other girlfriends are fucking married and your goofy ass is still waiting out for the best fucking option. You're going to be 49 years old, still waiting for the best freaking option. Make it make sense. Only this generation, man, my generation, we got the fucking worst. Ain't nobody getting married. Ain't nobody taking relationships, marriage seriously. We in the worst fucking generation. It is what it is.
Tired of the dating game. And I'm tired of being single. And this is not like a pick me video. Like I just feel like as kids, if you're a millennial like me, we were kind of like painted this perfect picture of like, you're gonna.
No one painted this fucking perfect picture. Nobody did. You got hooked on all that fucking attention you were getting throughout your 20s on all the dating apps, doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do instead of using that time to find a fucking husband. Thinking that all these women, majority of these women, guess what their favorite show is? Sex in the City. Y'all wanted to live that lifestyle so fucking bad, but look at y'all now. Pumped and dumped. with fucking cats.
Fall in love and get married and have kids, and I'm lucky to like have a lot of love in my life, and I have a lot of great friendships, and I've witnessed a lot of amazing relationships. So I'm not saying that it's not possible, because I've seen it be possible. I have friends that have amazing husbands and they're super happy, but I've also seen friends that have like gotten married and gotten divorced, and seen friends that are in relationships that I think they're settling in. And
You think they're settling? Who knows? She reminds me of my ex's friends, because they probably thought she was settling with me. It's funny how you think she's settling, but they got a man. You don't got no man. But that's how these women feel. That's why I told you, don't take a chance on a post-war woman. That'd be fucking stupid. Because her ass thinks she's settling with you. Because she's on the time clock to have kids. She's about to be 30 fucking 4. Let me know in the comments, would you want to have a kid with a 34-year-old woman with old ass eggs? Would you? And it's funny because this is the reality for some people. When you have a kid with an old ass woman, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You can't. This is out of your control. You don't control science, no matter how much money you make. You ain't Elon Musk. You can't control science. When you have a baby with an old ass woman, a dumb old ass woman who wants to have kids in her 40s and shit, late 30s, some kids have autism. They have all these problems. When a kid is autistic, that's going to cause issues in y'all little relationship. That's going to, because the stress and all that is going to push you guys apart, because it's hard to deal with that. And when someone's autistic, that's expensive too. It's going to be expensive because for all that special care and stuff. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with him forever. He's autistic. He can't live by himself. You're going to have to live with that. And you got to ask yourself, was it worth it for me to have a baby with this old ass woman? Because these women are trying to say, do the research and let me know in the comments if this is true. But these women now are blaming men's sperm for autistic children. I've never heard of this until last month, but women on Twitter are trying to say, yeah, it's the man's sperm why kids are autistic. No, you had a kid at 38, 39. Thinking that you're going to have a healthy baby. And that's, but you have to keep that into consideration. If your goofy ass wants to have a baby with an old woman. China is always ahead of the game. The Chinese. Shout out to my Asian brothers and sisters. The Chinese is always ahead of the game. China, they have a thing called leftover women that I didn't even know about until I got with my ex who's Asian. China, they have a thing called leftover women, and they don't deal with no women over 30. They think something's wrong with her. But now the red pill and MGTOW have caught on to that. Because I never heard of that until, them. And there's a reason they do that shit. Because they know women are on their fucking decline after fucking 30.
As someone that I have worked so hard to build my life, and I'm very, very proud of where I'm at. I am tired of feeling like in order to be in a relationship that I have to settle. I feel.
What did I say? Do not give it a woman over 30 because her dumb ass feels like she's settling with you, even though you are a good man.
Like, dating is just not the same. I don't know if that's true or not, or maybe, our standards of as women has just changed. I think it's changed a lot, but I just am tired, and I want to have a family. I want to have kids, but I don't want it to just be with anybody. I want it to be with someone that I'm proud of and someone that I admire. And I want to be with a partner that it feels equal, and it doesn't feel like I have to chase somebody or feel like I'm putting in more effort or feel like I have to compromise on my boundaries and the things that I want in order to be in a relationship. And I'm just getting really tired. and I don't want to be on dating apps, and I will meet people in the wild, and it feels inconsistent, and it feels like men feel like they have all the time in the world, and women feel like we are running out of time constantly. And I'm just really tired of it all. And every other day I'm like super confident. For some reason today, I'm not feeling that great, but I feel like every other day I'm like, yeah, I'm super happy being single. Like, I'm so happy by myself. And I am, like, while that is true, I feel very secure in who I am. I equally just yearn for that love and that partnership and that feeling of you finding your best friend and feeling safe. And I feel like that lack of safety in a relationship is something that I haven't found. And I was dating somebody recently, and like I thought I had found it, and I was very wrong. And sorry, I feel so gross. And I'm not trying to like sound jaded, but I'm starting to feel like, okay, maybe it's not in the cards for me. And it sucks. It really sucks to like want something really bad and feel like you have a lot of love to give and a lot to contribute to a relationship, and just feeling like, I don't know if it's out there. Like, maybe that's just not God's plan for me. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, sorry. I'm just ranting. I don't know if anybody else is feeling this way, but I'm really tired.
That's going to be majority post-wall women. And she talks a big game, but she will settle. She'll settle for some dumb simp. And I don't think it's in the cards for me too. Marriage, kids, I don't think it's in the cards for me. I don't think so. I don't want him to take that chance. Yeah, I felt like men only fall in love once. After that, because I'm never gonna get that close. I'm never gonna ever be that vulnerable to a woman and take a chance to get her. Fuck that. I'd rather just free agent lifestyle. I talked about this on my second channel on the Midnight Talks with Trey. There's a movie that I watched a long time. It's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Y'all seen that? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino. And it's with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know why, but I was so drawn to Brad Pitt's character, Cliff Booth, how he's just a loner with his dog and he's content with that. Felt like as men, as long as we got our dogs, a dog or for companion, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me know in the comments. Have you seen that movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? And Brad Pitt's character, Cliff Booth. Just how he's alone with his dog, and he's just living his life, man. And it seems like he was mentally checked out. He wasn't even trying to date. He had young women on him, but he was sexually disciplined. He wasn't like, no, I'm good. You know? I feel like most of us may be like that. I'm not saying we're going to be living in a trailer. Like he was living in a trailer with his dog, but no, not that. Like you may be in a nice house or even a nice apartment with your dog and your shits together. But I think most of us, due to dating being so fucking bad, I think most of us are just going to be content and at peace with just being by ourselves. Because we know all the drama and baggage that comes with bringing these women into our life. That's why some of these women are just best to be used for. And I'll say that again. Most of these women are best to be used for short-term fun. That is it. These women use men for money. We use them for short-term fun. That's it. Because our peace is as men, as we get older, we value our time better. I have no desire to date. I have no desire to get into a relationship. And I've been doing good this year. I haven't had sex. I've been staying off the dating apps. I'm not dating. I'm not trying to do anything. I've turned down some pussy recently. I told you in my other video, that Spanish chick who reached back out to me that I was banging last year, she hit me up when she was going through her issue with her boyfriend. Hitting me up. She came over. We did not have sex. She wanted to talk. And that was that. That was that. And then she ended up telling me that she broke up with him. But still, I'm not going to be having sex. And I stand firm on that. And she was surprised. She was like, you haven't had sex this year? And I was like, yep, no sex. When you're not having sex, you're not dating, you're cutting out all the distractions. I feel like you see things more clearer now. You start to realize that most women ain't about nothing. If you take sex out of the equation, the pussy, all that, what is a woman? What do you really need a woman for? That's a tough pill that guys People want to ignore that. But if you take sex off the fucking table, her giving you blowjobs, her doing what the fuck you tell her to do in the bedroom, what do you need her for? You don't really need these women. You really don't need these women for anything. You really don't. Us, man, we have to get it out of the mud. We have to build on our own. And if we built this on our own, so where we got retirement, financial savings, investments, we're comfortable. Why the fuck would we risk that? Marrying some woman who's on her fucking decline, who needs help. That's fucking stupid. With all the knowledge out there, all this information that's out there, men do not need to get married. They don't. It's too much of a fucking risk. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.